All right, 4 different students are randomly selected, asked to line up against the wall. Find the probability that they line up in order from smallest to largest, so from shortest to tallest. Okay? Now, those 4 students, how many different ways can they line up? How many ways can they line up? And the answer is 4 factorial. Okay? Now, how do you do 4 factorial? Well, you can take your calculator. Yeah, you can just do it in your head, like 4 times 3 is 6, times 2 is 12, whatever. I don't know. 4 times 3 is 12, times 2 is 24. Yeah, not too smart. All right. If you're on your calculator, press Math, go over to PRB. Come down to option number 4. Do 4, Math, go to PRB, option 4. Okay. That's just so you can see how to use the calculator to do it. Okay. So the probability, because this is asking for a probability, the probability of that happening is 1 in 24. Okay. Now, again, this should say if the 4 students are pulled from a group of 25 where there are 14 males, find the probability that all 4 are females. I should say that if 4 different students, because I guess it implies they're different. If they're all 4 lined up against the wall, it would be the same person 4 times. So there are 11 females. I hope everybody gathers that part. So the probability that all 4 of them are females, the first one being female is 11 out of 25. The next one being female is what? 10 out of 24. 9 out of 23. 8 out of 22. Okay. So if you're going to use the calculator to do this, whenever you do fractions, you want to put them in parentheses. That's just kind of a good rule to follow. You don't have to, but it helps you out a lot. 10 divided by 24. 9 divided by 23. 8 divided by 22. Okay.
Do you want that or a fraction?
Either way. If you want to turn it to a fraction, you remember you can press Math, hit frac. And you'll get 3 out of 1/15. But either way, James, I don't really care. The question, just in case you didn't hear it as you're watching it, the question was, do we want a decimal or a fraction? And the answer is, I don't really care. The one thing I would prefer that you not do is just write down a decimal without showing any work. And the reason is because, let's take a look. If you were to do 11 over 25, raised to the 4th, how dramatically different is the answers? And in this case, it's not too different at all. But what I see a lot of times is that people will just put like 0.03. They round this off to the nearest hundredths place. They put 0.03. And then I'm going, well, what the hell did you do? I don't even know. So I prefer that you write down your work, and then whether you write it as a fraction or decimal, I don't really care.
No, on the first one, how did you get 24? Go over 1 over 24.
4 factorial. 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1.
So that's a 1 in 24 chance?
That they line up in order from smallest to largest, or largest to smallest, or oldest to youngest, youngest to oldest. Okay. A lot of people will ask for in reference to that first one when I say, because a lot of times I'll ask questions like, what's the probability they line up in order from youngest to oldest? And people will go, well, you need to know their ages. No, you don't. There ain't but one way to do it. There's only one way you get 4 people to line up in order from youngest to oldest. There's no other way to do it. It's just there's only one. So 1 to 24. Okay. Now, what's the probability that at least one student is female? That's 1 minus the probability that they're all male. Okay. Now, what's the probability they're all male? 14 and 25 times what? 13 out of 24 times 12 out of 23 times 11 out of 22. Is that right? We sure?
You're asking me
Okay.
for us?
Um,
Minus they're all male.
so the top number is 1, doing that quickly in my head, it looks like this is 1 minus, the top is going to be 14 times 13 is 12, 7, 182. Over the bottom piece is going to be 2,350.
The bottom, like 25 times 24.
No, I think it is. I think it's 25 times 23 times 4. Damn, comment.
How would it be that?
It's 2,300. If you gotta do a little bit of reducing there. What's that? Siobhan, did you do it? What'd you finally get? 91 out of 1150. No. Yeah, but then you gotta subtract from 1, right? So, whatever you get. 91 minus, or 1150 minus 91 is 1,000. What is it? $1,059. 1,059. 1,059 over 1150. Okay. Originally, I thought it would be pretty quick to multiply them out, but it's a little harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay.
I'm not getting the same figures here. What's going on? You multiply those out, and then you take that number.
Subtract from 1.
From 1.
So 14 over 25
Yes.
times 13 over 24 times 12 over 23 times 11 over 22. Say it again.
I got like 0.92.
And then you're going to do 1 minus that.
See, I got something different.
You get something different for what?
What do you got? I got,
Well, look at what I got. That's probably,
yeah.
with all due respect to James, what you need to be worried about. If you get the same thing I got.
Okay, gotcha.
Math, right? 1059 over 1150. Perfect. Okay. What I will do, Lisa, is take a screenshot of that and post it right here.
Okay.
Okay.
So, with if the decimals are close to each other, will you take off?
Say it again, please.
Like, because when I just punched it on a calculator and got 0.922, and then that,
How'd you get .922?
I rounded it different. I just punched it all.
Just show your work.
Okay.
That's precisely what I'm talking about.
Okay.
If you just write down .922, I wonder what the hell did you do? Why are you not getting the same answer I did? And so I tend to be a little more non-forgiving if I just see an answer.
Okay.
If I see the work, then I almost don't even care what you put for the answer. I mean, reasonably, I don't care.
Okay.
Okay. How many combinations are possible if the 4 students are pulled from 25? 25, choose 4. Go into your calculator. 25, math, PRB. Choose 4. 12,650, is that what you said? Okay, good. 12,650 combinations. Okay. All right, any questions on that?